normally after we cast a Lima League, I do start immediately rendering the VODs, but after a Lima League, I mean, I'm here, I'm casting again. So unfortunately, I don't really have the time to, I can't really render and get those VODs ready. So Lima League VODs are going to take a little bit longer to upload and to get on YouTube, a little bit longer than usual. So I do apologize for that. It will take an extra couple of days, but regardless, we're jumping into our fresh best of 2 and spawning in the top left-hand corner of Ocean Board. I do have to get his name ready. I do apologize. Bam, there we go. We have the green Protoss player representing CSO Esports. It is UedSoldier. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner, we have the red Zerg player. Ooh, currently teamless. He was once young, but now at the elder age of 20, he is old. It is Yakov. God damn it. Shaking my head. And if you're in the chat, predictions are open. Place your bets while you can. Predictions are going to be closing in a couple of seconds, so you have very little time to wager your bets and wager your grapes. Best of luck in the chat with those predictions as we do settle in. Now, unlike the previous series, I do think that Nickrat and YoungYakov was very close between the skill levels of those players. Here, I would say that YoungYakov is more of a favorite, but we'll see. We'll see how this turns out. Best of luck to UedSoldier. I'm here to embrace the Protoss. Let's go. I'm here to find out how much he's been improving over the past couple of months. Again, we have seen the rate of improvement for UedSoldier quite a bit over the past 6 months, and we have seen him cause upsets. So I do believe he has it in him to bring it here to Yakov. Here we go. How do you pronounce Chijik? So from my understanding, the way to pronounce it in Korean, because it is a Korean word, is the double Z's. You pronounce each one with like J-I. That's why I say Chijik. Chijik. There you go. So like J-I. I did have a Korean actually record themselves and give me a soundbite. Hold on. I'm gonna expose Hyper One. I got you. Can you hear this? Hold on.
치지직.
There you go.
치지직.
I don't know how well you heard that, but that was Hyper One giving me Korean lessons on how to pronounce it. Hold on, I'll do it again.
치지직. 치지직.
Chijik. There you go. But if you're curious what that means, it's like onomatopoeia. I guess that's the correct word, I think. But it's basically it's meant to be the sound of static on like an old TV. You know, like the old TVs that have like static whenever you have like bad reception or something. That's meant to be like that sound, like the sound of static. But let's embrace the game itself here. It was a... It almost died. It is going to be the Gates of Cyber expand into a Twilight Council, into a Dark Shrine open. Oh my, wait, what? It's going to be a DT-based build, but Charge has begun, but I think that might just be for show. Is he going to cancel? Is he going to cancel Charge and make it look like Glaive at Epps? Or does he commit? I'm curious here. Oh, wait, wait, what? He does cancel Charge, but then he actually commits into Glaives. And then he cancels. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. He does cancel as the Overlord has incomplete information, has not confirmed the Dark Shrine itself. And back at home, YoungYakov, Hatch Gas Pool into a third, is getting some safety Spore Crawler. So Yakov, he is not cutting corners. Spores are on the way. I thought Chijik didn't let you put the VODs on YouTube. We aren't allowed to stream on YouTube, but we can post VODs, thankfully. Chijik, yeah. As Lings, they do hit the third. Nicely done. Tuadep's already going to be going down. Meanwhile, DTs, they have hit the field. Ooh, as the DTs have arrived, but it looks like the Prism is forced back home, and it's forced to be used defensively instead. And Dark Templar to defend the third base. We get a master out with the Lings, and do we force a cancel? We should. Yeah, despite the DTs, the base is denied, and the DTs are stuck at home defending when they should be across the map attacking. Ay, ay, ay. So rough position here for UedSoldier. His build has been delayed. The surprise factor of the Dark Templar isn't there, and Yakov, he just goes for the third base once again. He wants it. We'll get the pylon. He does get some secure damage. We'll avoid those Dark Templar. Rotating between the bases, and do you see what I see? Oh my god, that's a massive gateway explosion. This looks like the beginning of a 2-base all-in. 6 gateways plus the 3 that are already done. That's going to be a 9-gate 2-base. Jesus, oh my god, that's crazy. 9-gate 2-base all-in. Ay, ay, ay. It's going to be a lot of gateways. And I believe Yakov has not fully scouted. Yeah, he is not aware of the massive gateway explosion. Third base is being taken for the time being, but I believe UedSoldier should be getting ready for a move out. He should be getting ready for a push with a mass blink stalker and with a couple of Archons to support as well. Oh. Sounded a bit like 7 o'clock in Japanese. I do not know how to say that in Japanese. Let us know. Let us know. How is it pronounced? Ibt. We can have a Korean and a Japanese lesson today. As we do see UedSoldier pushing in. There we go, here comes the warp in. Not able to make full use of his mass gateways, but reinforces nonetheless. Meanwhile, back at home, YoungYakov, he set up with Roach Ravager, didn't overdrone, did cut workers at 63. Lings are being cleaned up though. UedSoldier gaining ground. Does push forward. All the piles, some of them do graze the army. Graze the army here. Piles. Oof. Not quite connecting. UedSoldier, can he break through? I mean, he is all in. It's all or nothing for him. Trading well against the Lings, but he has to get on top of the Roaches. He has to get on top of the army. Lass is being forced back. Stalkers are going down. Stalkers, he can't really replace too well. And where's the warp in? Where are the reinforcements? You can see UedSoldier, he's got 1,000 minerals in the back. There we go. 8 Stalkers reinforcing back at home. They do warp in. But these are late reinforcements. And again, the longer this goes on, the better it is for Yakov. Building up more Lings, more Roaches, more Ravagers. Trying to build up here. Meanwhile, Yakov, he again did drone up somewhat, up to 67. Still an acceptable drone count. Building up Banelings, more Lings, more Roaches. 17 Banelings in production. Biles, will they connect? As they do connect here on the Stalkers. Banelings are going to be able to tank some shots. Biles once again, so many Stalkers going down. Yeah, this is just going from bad to worse here as Yakov, he collapses on the army. GG gets called. All the G's, Pappy, as Yakov survives the all-in and takes game number 1. GG. Does take the first game. I do appreciate the build by UedSoldier. It was very chaotic, if you remember. He was pretending to go into charge, pretending to go into glaives. He was kind of trying to fake out a build. But unfortunately, because of the Ling aggression, the DTs, they couldn't really get much done across the map. On top of that, YoungYakov played it safe, right? He played it safe. Yakov, he didn't skip his spores. He still made them, despite not seeing and confirming the Dark Shrine. Yakov was being very careful with his approach, and because of that, the Dark Templar didn't really achieve much. They didn't get much damage done, and you know, that led into the eventual 2-base all-in, or 2.5-base all-in that we saw from UedSoldier. And with that, GG. GG, well played. We are getting into game number 2. Let's go. And let's go. As spawning in the top right-hand corner of Alkion, and we have the green Protoss player. The green Protoss representing CSO Esports down in the series. We'll see if he can bounce back. It is UedSoldier. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the red Zerg player, leading the series 1-0. I would like... He may call himself old, but he's still young at heart, Papi. I want to believe the innocence, it's still there. It's still there. The hope, the joy, the happiness, somewhere inside him. It is YoungYakov. Here we go. As Yakov, he is rushing into the gold base. Does mine through the middle patch, rushing into the gold. We'll see how UedSoldier does respond to this. Fun fact, earlier today, actually, we were casting the KSL. We were casting the Korean StarCraft League. That was, Jesus, what? 10 hours ago? No, more than that, my apologies. 14, around 14 or so hours ago. We were live, we were casting the KSL, the Korean StarCraft League, and we saw this very same dynamic. We saw Dark rush into the gold, and Hero scouted, and how did Hero respond? He went Gate into Forge, into Nexus, and he cannon rushed the hell out of this position. He forced Dark to cancel, forced Dark into his more natural base, and things kind of stabilized from there. Oh, we see UedSoldier faking a cannon rush. Okay. Pylon gets placed, but there's no Forge. Does Yakov forfeit? I think he should just let this finish, right? I mean, even if it was cannons. That's a bit awkward. I was gonna say he should let this finish as in the hatchery should be let finish. And yeah, Yakov, he just lets it finish. And yeah, UedSoldier has to get the hell out of here. There is no cannon rush. There is no denial. There are some adepts on the way, and the Overlord does confirm. The Overlord gets eyes on the double adept opener. Again, 2 gateways as a response. And I do actually like this as a response as well. Basically, what's happening here, we have 2 and then a 3rd and 4th adept. Very fast adept aggression from the side of the Protoss player. And because of this opener from the Zerg, link speed is late. Link speed is late because of this build, and without link speed, these adepts, they're going to be able to have more free reign between these bases. They check the gold, there's nothing here. There's nothing at the gold base. Why? Because YoungYakov, he saw the opener, he saw the gateways, he knows how vulnerable he is, and he keeps all of his drones in the main. He's oversaturated in the main base for good reason. Doesn't want to lose too much. Lings, they threaten to surround, they will! Oh my god! They collapse on the army. As UedSoldier does slip away. Building up to additional adepts, getting up to 4. Twilight counter behind this. This can go into glaives. Keeps checking the gold. Does keep checking. Now it's getting saturated, but now YoungYakov, he is vulnerable. Adepts that don't quite commit. Links are amassing. Link speed about to finish up. Nice pickoffs. 2 drones go down. Very nicely done here by UedSoldier. And there are the glaives. There is that glaives follow-up. It's going to be 2 gates on the low ground and 2 gates on the main. It's going to be 4 gate glaive adepts from UedSoldier. But can he build up that adept count? Should be able to. Yeah, he does preserve those adepts. The adept count is slowly gaining ground or getting higher. And YoungYakov, there's a Roach Warren. Okay, safety Roach Warren from YoungYakov. With this, he can get into his Roach production, and he can survive. He can defend against this. Now, bear this in mind. This is 4 gate glaive adepts, but there's no robo. There's no robo. What does that mean? That means no warp prism, no reinforcements. What you see is what you get. Reinforcements will take a long time to move out across the map. Meanwhile, YoungYakov, he does threaten the 3rd base. Gets a bit of damage on it. Gets his gold base saturated. Getting his natural as well. He's on 2 gases. Roach Warren is done. Roach production has begun. And YoungYakov is still in the dark. Still trying to get a read on what's happening. Does get eyes on the additional gateways. Does see the gates. Will confirm the Twilight Council. Dark Shrine is on the way. That I was not expecting. So glaive adepts into DTs. Adepts move out. Roaches are trying to keep up. Lings, they hit the 3rd base at the same time. And so far, Yakov, he does control this well. Does lose a handful of drones. 2 drones do fall. But you can see Yakov, he doesn't engage prematurely with those Lings. He's trying to lock down the army. He does get within range. He does lock it down. Meanwhile, was that a kill? That was a cancel. That was a cancel on the expansion. Adepts, they do make it out, but there is no third. UedSoldier being forced into an all-in. Oh. We'll deny some mining. Lings are keeping up with the shade. They lock it down. Not the best trades here from Yakov, though. Adepts, they can trade well against Lings on their own. Third base is going to be rebuilt. Dark Shrine is done. And is there any detection? Okay, there's one spore at the gold. Likewise, there's a spore on the way at the natural. No spore in the main. Ooh, DTs, they have potential. They have potential. As they move out across the map. If they all go for the golds, then YoungYakov can, of course, shut it down. But if they split up between the bases, then we can pop off. Oh, no. Oh, okay. As Yakov, he may have seen it. He may have spotted it. DTs are rotating over towards the natural. Lings are repositioning. Spore as well. Oh, the Spore is yet to fully borrow, though. Oh, he does miss the whole position. But he does lock down the army regardless. He gets one, he gets two. Two DTs, the last one does make it through. At the same time, Adepts, they threaten the gold. Up. There goes the final. Dark Templar is cleaned up. Adepts, they get locked down. The vials! Oh my god, the connections! GG, well played. Congratulations, as again, UedSoldier, he was all in. He had nothing else behind it. He needed to get damage done with those Dark Templar and with the Glaive Adepts, and YoungYakov proving he's not too old, Pappy. He's still young. He's still got it. GG does take it 2-0. GG, well played. YoungYakov, he will take the series at 2-0, and so far going undefeated in the group stage. And the question becomes, what do we have next? What is happening with the group? Do we have any updates? Do we have any new results coming in? Exclamation mark B in the chat if you guys want to have a look at the back of yourselves.